late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. We ain't got time for this. Hey. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Hi. Weekday stream. Weekday stream. How is everyone doing? Oh, this room's a mess. Room's a mess. I have absolutely no room. I think next stream is just going to be me cleaning because I literally have no room right now. What's this? What's this? Oh, I need that. How's everyone doing? Hey, let's get some music. Music. It is Tuesday. I got the Spider installed. I did this last night at like 1 a.m. Spider's installed. Hey, look, it's there. It's mounted to the aluminum plate. I got room underneath to run wires through. Make it look all fancy and stuff. See? So, how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? So, some things came in today. I got the panels that I need to, so I can finish wiring 1.8. So we can take care of that finally. We can carry on with that. My Fysetc SKR2s came in, and these are the super awesome ones that don't work. So in the garbage bin. And then on top of that, the thing that we have been waiting on for a while has finally showed up. I have a box. Inside the box, about time. It is about time. So, Saturday stream. We're gonna be doing some resin printing while I make a wire loom for that, because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me crimp wires for the umpteenth million time. So today, we're gonna be crimping wires for the umpteenth million time. We got the Spider installed. We have our pre-made wire loom. So really, I shouldn't have to change anything. I may have to swap some pins around because I'm using the Hall effect stop, so I'll have to move some pins around and whatnot, but that's good there. But before, I had a Duet in here, and the Duet uses Molex KK. And this uses JSTs. So we are going to have to trim some wires and move some stuff around, and I got to extend some wires too. So we're going to have fun. What's wrong with the SKR2? The SKR2s, the very first revision of them, if you look at the back of yours, okay, so on the back of the SKR2, if you see a sticker that says QC Pass 1, don't use it. It will blow up your drivers. Simple as that. They screwed up the circuit on it because they rushed it out the door, or they built it with the incorrect MOSFET or something. It will blow up your TMC 2209s because the protection circuit does the opposite of what it's supposed to do. So they have a revision out, apparently. I'm waiting for it to come in. If yours says QC1 on the back, get a hold of Big Tree Tech, get a fixed one. So, did I test this board? This board, no, I haven't tested it. I haven't put power to it. We're gonna YOLO it. So let's take a look here, because I have a pinout. Kinda. So I'm trying to figure out what they have. Fysetc GitHub. So I need to see what they have for their motors. Yeah, I know the E1s and whatever. Because they have a clipper config. And I need to see. Oh, I can move the motors around. Whatever. I'll skip that. Am I going to get the octopus? Yes, I have an octopus on the way. It's probably going to go on Tall Boy. As far as you know, you can use it for every other driver. Yeah, but TMC 2209s are like the go-to driver for the majority of people, and most people bought their SKR2s with TMC 2209. So it's kind of like, why? And honestly, accepting the fact that, oh, it came broken, I have to fix it, is not acceptable in my opinion. So we have to remove some stuff here. Hello from Germany. Hello from Canada. Yes. So this stream is kind of just me going to be working on this because I know you guys don't get many daytime streams in the Euro group. So I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more content that you could tune into live. That one. Pretty sure I just need these two. Yeah, because that is that, and that is that. So it only happens if you use sensorless homing. Well, this is considering the very first time I'm hearing about that fact is during a live stream about a week after all these issues have cropped up. Their communication is horrendous. I still don't excuse it. Where is my little flathead? Flathead, where are you? It's not a flathead. It's a Robertson. Why do I have a Robertson on my desk? I don't know, but I do. Allen keys, I'm gonna need these. There we go. Does Voron printed parts have issues in an enclosure? Nope. Both my V2s have been enclosed since pretty much day one. And they're printed in Nissan ABS Plus, and I've had 0 issues. Okay, so power in. That's why I didn't use it. Oh, 1 second. I heard the jingle. What is that? John Clark, $20. Thank you. Appreciate it. Totally agree on Big Turkey's lack of QC and communication. And here by lunch on me today, so you don't have to rush so much today. Thanks for all the stream. Thank you. Yep, so we're going to stream until 3 p.m. my time. So about another hour and 15 minutes. Short stream because I work afternoons. So order Spider. I think they're making another batch of them. I don't think they expected the rush they got. So they might have been a little overwhelmed because the first batch of them sold out pretty quick. And I don't think they realized how quickly these would sell out. So to my knowledge, I think they're making another run of the boards right now. So you might have to wait a little bit. Don't quote me on that. Those are Molex KK. Those are Molex KK. Why do I have 3 things of Molex KK? There's JST. Don't get me wrong, I like Molex KK, but I need JSTs. Okay, so motor 0, 1, 2, 3. We got X, Y, Z, extruder 0, 1, 2, 3. So how I'm going to do it, I don't know how their config is. So I'm going to have X motor, Y motor is going to be my AB motor. Z, I'm going to have extruder, and then I'm going to use 0, 1, 2, 3 as my Z motors. So that's how we're going to roll for that. Now comes the part where we got to do some crimping. And we are going to be powering the Spider off of this board, off of the Spider, or we're powering the Pi off the Spider, but we are going to be running it over USB, simply for the fact that I need the UART header free. Ooh. I don't know if this happened from teardown, but my Z motors had a bare wire. That ain't good. Yeah, the chip shortage is not making it easier on manufacturers right now. On the Pi 4, you don't need to power it. The safety is built into the other, I think. And I don't feel like splicing up to, because I don't, this can't power Pi, I don't believe. You have to go off of the header on here to power the Pi. So I would have to take the USB cable that comes out of the Pi and then split it into part of it going to USB and part of it going to here. So I'm just going to run 5 volt to 5 volt. The reason about the safety thing is basically it's a fuse. So as long as you feed it the right, 5 volts, right amount of amps, or the right current, you can power it off the pins just fine, right? I do it on my Pi Zeros and I've had 0 issues. It's just if you got a really flaky power supply, you may short it. What are my plans for UART? The panel do. I need UART on the Pi 3 so I can connect my panel do to it. Because with Clipper, you have to use hardware UART. You can't use software UART because there are more UART connections on the 40 pin on the Pi, but they're not hardware UART, so they don't work with Clipper. So because I am using a panel do, I need that. And then I had something else show up today, but I don't know if I'm allowed to share it yet. Let me see here. Gonna see if I get permission to show something off. What my opinion on the carrot feeder? I don't do a lot of multi-extrusion. I have one printer with a Y splitter set up and I don't use it that often. So I think it's neat, but it's not something I probably will be getting into anytime soon, simply because that's not, it's not a high priority for me. Yeah, Jean-Francois, I need permission though. I can't just share stuff. At 290? Oh my god. Hi everyone. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like that smash button. Bell the ring. I don't know, follow me on Twitter at 3DPNero. You know how it is. You know how it is. Can somebody tell me where to buy a Voron? You build one. There's a sourcing guide on the website to help give you ideas on components you should buy, because all those are tested. There are other options for getting components. If you go on the Discord, you'll probably get the most recent up-to-date information on what parts may be more recommended than others. For example, wiring. The sourcing guide still shows silicone wiring. It works just fine. However, a lot of people are moving over to using PTFE wiring, which is what I'm using now. It has a longer shelf life. It seems to last longer. So, costs a little bit more though. Black, green. Red, blue. And while there are kits, no kits are officially endorsed by the Voron team. Some kits are better than others, and people have had success using the kits. The problem with the kits is we have no guarantee of consistent part quality, or component quality, I mean, because we're seeing kits that just randomly swap out stuff. So they might come, one batch might come with one motor, another batch might come with another type of motor, some might come with one SSR, some might come with another SSR. So because we can't guarantee parts and, you know, verify that they're good parts, we don't recommend any kits. So if you buy a kit, your money may vary, and just be aware you may have to swap out some components, because I've seen beds that are bowed like a millimeter on some of these kits. So it is what it is. Will they be commenting on other videos? I am working on that video. It's probably not going to be a crazy long video because I have like 100 submissions for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through, and anything that really stands out, I'll make comments on, and that'll be a public video. I'm not going to gatekeep that video. But I'm hoping, probably not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going to try and do a members only stream. So for those that are YouTube members or Patreon subscribers, I will be doing, I think, a state of the channel type stream where we're going to hang out, talk about projects, and just kind of have a little discussion. So if you're interested in that, why not become a YouTube member or a Patreon subscriber? If not, just wait. I'll put it live public for like a week after. I hate gatekeeping content. Do I expect better performance, like faster with the board? No. It's a 32-bit board running Clipper. I'll have a little bit more overhead, but I don't do speed benchy, so it won't matter at all. Like, I was running a duet before. I was able to do 500,000 something steps a second, and now I'm going up to 900,000. I wasn't even getting close to 500,000 steps a second printing. So being able to do 500,000 just gives me more overhead, but it's not really needed. No, I'm going to this board for the TMC 2209, because I was running 2660s before, and to test the board as well, because a lot of people are probably going to be buying this board, which if you want to buy this board, I have a link in the description to the AliExpress store. It is an affiliate link, so if you buy it through there, it helps out the channel. If not, just search Fysetc Spider board. Comes up quite often. came for the sparks. I don't know if we'll get it powered up today because I gotta do I gotta resolder wires here, so we'll see. I'm trying to work fast. So I probably will end up shorting something on my luck. Got my first dual drive extruder, Bondtech. Bondtech makes good stuff. Okay, I've got permission to show something off. So let me finish crimping this up. You guys, somebody get a hype train going or whatever the heck that is. I have a list, so that's gonna be fun. Synthas Baroth. Yeah. You fail English? Thank you for becoming a member. If this video gets 150 likes. Hey, I could do the Twitch thing where it's like, come on guys, we got to get to my sub goal. If I get 100 subs this stream, I'll do the next portion of the V0 build in a hot tub. Right? That's what the Twitch streamers do, right? I know this is YouTube, so it's not the same meta, but if we get 100 subs, I'll build a printer in a hot tub. How's that? I'll bring a little kiddie pool down here. I'll bring the dog pool down here. What am I using the 8 stepper slot on the Spider? It's gonna be just open. Black, green, red, blue. Right? Black, green, red, blue. So that one is E3 because that's motor 3. Okay. Make a little bit of room here. Only counts if I sell the bath water. Okay, overhead cam. Okay. You ready? You can only see it for a second. There you go. That's your tease for the stream. Is that good enough? You guys happy with that? No? Come on, guys. We're not at 150 likes. I can't show it off to get 150. Oh, man. I feel bad. I can't even do that. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Three, 2, 1. So it's a Galileo, which for those that are unaware, the Galileo is basically the orbiter, but designed to fit in the afterburner tool head. I'm not going to take all the parts out, but it comes with all the parts you need for it. Injection molded components. So these are actually like all the plastic bits are straight up injection molded. Your drive hub is machined aluminum. Your motor is a LDO motor because it's an LDO kit. And wrong camera. Your drive gears, right? Your dual feed drive gears, Fysetc. Legit Fysetc. Those will be available. I don't know when they'll be available. Soonish? Soon. How much? I don't know pricing. They're not Fysetc LGX, they're the Fysetc 8mm gears. So they're the gears that I think the Prusa uses. I'm not 100% sure. But they're the bigger drive gears. So they're not quite the BMG gears, but they're a little bit bigger. And they're not the LGX gears. So, okay, so I gotta extend some wires here. So I think I want to solder. I don't want to crimp a connector just to extend a wire literally like 2 inches. So I'm going to solder on the wires. And just do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah, crazy dog. He kicks the door, then he runs away. Okay, so I want this to go to there, and then it's going to go underneath. So I'm probably going to need about that much wire. The doggo ran upstairs. He was at the door, and I opened the door, and then he ran upstairs. The wife's not home right now. She is working. So when she's at work, doggo is in super mopey hang out at the front door mode, unfortunately. I got my soldering stuff out earlier. Where is my soldering stuff? Is that? Soldering iron. Soldale. Here's my soldering stuff. Where's my power supply? I need a power supply to solder. How did I lose a power supply? Oh, there it is. How do you lose a power supply? Andre, I got that. The plan was to get this so I could use it to power my drone lipos, but never actually got into that, so. Yeah, it's pretty much the same stepper with the integrated gear that's used by the orbiter. A bunch of other stuff uses it. So it's a COTS item. It's off the shelf. Diego, 739. Thank you, appreciate it. Just tinning the wires. Okay. Now I need some heat shrink, which hopefully I still have some. I do. I do. Yeah, I dropped a little bag of them. Pain in the butt. Okay, so remember, whenever you're soldering two wires together, put the heat shrink on before you solder the wires together if there's a connector on one end. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. Domenico, $2. Thank you, appreciate it. Late, what I miss? I showed off the Galileo kit from LDO. My resin printer finally came in, and I'm crimping and soldering wires. So nothing major. You have an ultrasonic cleaner will become your best friend for post-processing. I have an ultrasonic cleaner already. I also have a an Anycubic wash and cure station. Solder. Option 350Z, thank you for coming to member. And it comes up every time I solder. I suffer from what's called essential tremors, so my hands just constantly shake whenever I do any precise type of thing like soldering. So I've had it my whole life, nothing I can do about it. I've gotten mostly used to it. It is what it is. But every time I solder, somebody brings it up usually, so. It is what it is. Yeah, it's not super uncommon. A lot of people have it, you just don't notice it, but it like kind of creeps up whenever you're trying to do like precision stuff like soldering or like anything else super like in depth. Okay, I need my heat gun. Which is probably also on the floor. Heat gun. Actually, no, it might be over here. Oh. Oh, there it is. How do you paint your Warhammer stuff then? Very blandly. And I haven't done Warhammer in years. Like, I don't have my army anymore. I used to smoke. Smoke and drink. That'll help sometimes. Tried beta blockers for a bit, but it caused too many split mix to be worth staying on them. Okay, one done. Like, I wish I could do, I know you guys like the early streams. I wish I could do more of them. It's just kind of, unfortunately, a scheduling timing thing that kind of prevents that mostly. I need another wire. Oh, there's one. That'll do. We're gonna go under all that. Right about there. This board supports all of them, but for the PT100, there is a it's somewhere down here. There's like a diode you have to snip or something to get it to work with PT100, or add a diode. I can't remember. But it supports regular thermistors and PT1000s out of the box, I believe. Or I know that. I know it looks good with the aluminum bottom. And it's super easy to just be able to drill and tap a hole anywhere and mount stuff. Like the Spider is mounted to the board. I just have it on nylon standoffs, and it's drilled and tapped to the board. The only problem with doing that, and I've suffered with it since I built the printer, is harmonics. It vibrates. The aluminum plate vibrates. because I have it rigid mounted to the printer, and I pretty much have to rip it all apart to fix that. So if you wanted to do this yourself, just be aware you'll never get a super quiet printer. It will just vibrate. Usually it's only when you're doing long Z movements, though, in my case. HF Moon, I'm just gonna say, put it this way, they've been kicked off the Facebook and the Discord for a reason. So. Oh yeah, Elite Machine Works. I know that now. I didn't know that at the time. At the time, it was just, I'm just gonna put a metal plate under here. What could go wrong? I could try that. Like, it's held on with these printed brackets, so I'd have to like adjust everything, because then the problem is it's sandwiched in there. I'd have to either move the bed up or move all the electronics down or something to get it to fit. Like, it's not worth it. My printers are in a room by themselves, and literally it only makes the vibration noise when I'm doing like homing, when it's doing like full Z travels. During printing, there's nothing. So I'm not concerned about it. Like, I've dealt with it for almost 3 years now. Oops, something popped up. Storage redefined, €5. Appreciate it, thank you. Early streams for the wind. Early. I still gotta go to work. I know for like the Euro folks, it's like 5 hours ahead, so it's like after dinner for you guys. Have I seen the latest version of Fluid? I haven't looked into it. Usually I install, whenever I build a printer, I install whatever version's out, and then I usually don't change it. I'm bad for that. Just end work 7:16. Nice. What the Spider is? That's a Spider. 8-stepper controller board from Fysetc. Wiring stream's up there with the screw storing stream. Well, I was hoping to get most of the wiring done today, so that all that would be left on here would be software stuff. And then on Saturday's stream, I can have this on the shelf. We can do the software stuff while the resin printer doing the resin thing, because I got the resin printer and I want to play with the resin printer. So we'll get the resin printer going, and then while it's going, we'll try and do the software stuff on this, because then I could switch between the two. Picture in picture. Be all fancy and whatnot. Can we get a CNC room on the Discord? We're pretty full with rooms on the Discord, unfortunately. Like, there's literally, like, we have, like, no overhead for new rooms at the moment. I know it's come up. Maybe in the future. You gotta remember that the Voron's subtractive manufacturing machine is still way early in dev. Like, we're still in the, what kind of shape should it be? What type of filament? It's Toasty Boy, not Spicy Boy. CF nylon at the moment. And if that has issues, I've got other stuff to try. They come with the spider boards now because nobody can get anything else in stock. That's another thing. People are like, oh, you guys gotta need to make an official kit. We can't, like, the kit vendors. Like, Voronbot's a much bigger company than Voron would be if it was a company. Because they actually have supply chain and stuff. We don't. But established companies can't even keep controller boards in stock and other, like, we'd have to basically, like, go to, like, too wet to be a guaranteed product. And people complain about the price already. Here's a Duet and Duex. Have fun, guys. Guess who forgot to put shrink wrap on? Why didn't you guys warn me? You're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to remind me. You're supposed to remind me, guys. Luckily, they're solder joints, so I can just heat them up and pull them apart. There we go. Yay, solder. David's in the chat. Everyone say hi, David. Yeah, everyone say hi, David. You know the rule. Actually, you might. You guys are the European streamers or the viewers. Okay, now quick, everyone go to Printed Solid and buy something. Make David have more work to do today, because he's obviously not busy enough if he's in stream chat. Hey, kid. I get anxious, so every time I see the chat go super fast out of the corner of my eye because I think my mic died again. The Pi will be powered by the Spider. The Spider provides 5 volts and enough amps to actually power the Raspberry Pi. So you do not need a separate power supply to power Raspberry Pi when you use the Spider. Kobe, thank you for becoming a member. Okay, so that should be all the soldering for now. Yeah, look how the noise canceling is. And also, if you're gonna heat shrink a bunch of stuff, go get an actual heat gun. Don't use a lighter, guys. Be a little bit more professional. You can get these cheap. Do I prefer the Spider board? I can't say. I've never used the Spider yet. Like, it hasn't been used yet. I can't comment on something I haven't used yet. However, the form factor, yes, I like the form factor much better. That's something that I found super funny. Like, I posted a picture on my Twitter of this board the day I got it. And by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, at 3DPNero, follow me there. You get updates on when I'm streaming and all that. But like literally the day I got it, I put a picture of it up and I'm like, hey, look what just showed up. Do you prefer that over this? And why do you recommend that? I'm like, I've had it for 5 seconds. It hasn't even been in the same room as a printer yet. How am I supposed to make a judgment call on that? And after some of the experiences with other controller boards that people are having right now, going forward, my stance on any electronic thing will be no pre-ordering. If somebody's coming out with a super awesome board that'll give you a back massage while it prints a benchy at 2 minutes because it's super awesome, wait. Don't pre-order stuff anymore. Like with the chip shortage right now and how kind of not sketchy, but how kind of bad some things have been for first revisions, at least wait till people get their hands on production units before you buy stuff, guys. But if you want to buy a Spider, there's a link in the description. Okay, so that's that. Is that. So we got some stuff under here. That is, oh man, I gotta figure out all this stuff. I haven't looked at what I have under the hood of this machine in a while. The bed 2. What I got bed 2? Oh, that's right. I have like 2 thermistors in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean up the bed stuff. Because I also have, okay, that's going in there. Okay, this is the bed. Okay, this is the bed circuit. What's that? What are they using for the bed? I gotta check. Printer config. So the Spider does have on the Fysetc GitHub, they do have a pinout, like a default config already, which good on them. Like they actually have instructions on how to install Clipper on their GitHub for the Spider. So good on them, guys. So stepper X, yeah, connected to X motor, which is your B motor. Okay, stepper Y, stepper Z, pinouts, E1 motor. Yeah, so they have it all called out pretty good. So they actually, this is like a pretty proper this is a pretty proper setup they have here. SSR pin in bed out position. So they are using the bed out. So I might have to power that somehow. We'll see. So good on them for actually taking the time to make a proper config. Because I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Fysetc actually has a Voron. They built one, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I seen that mentioned. So they've actually tested this on a Voron before it went into production. So good on you guys. Need a new affiliate link for UK now. UK support designers testers. Honestly, I think like other than the Banggood stuff, the Spider is the first time I've used an affiliate link. Like I don't like putting down links to stuff I don't kind of approve of. I haven't used the Spider yet, but I've heard so like enough good things that I kind of think it's okay and shouldn't have any issues. So I'm kind of okay with that. But like, I'll never put an affiliate link for something I don't like. Like, considering the payout on a affiliate link for a Formbot kit is like 50 bucks, and I could have easily put links to the Formbot kit affiliate on my channel in many places, and I haven't, shows what I think about when it comes to that. So, you know my stance. Motors, motors, motors. So I've got a bunch of extra wire here. So this is gonna be fun. What time is it? It's 2:30. Okay, so this is the A motor. Now, I'm actually kind of going to redo all of this, because what I'm doing is I'm basically running all the wires to where they got to go. So I'm pretty sure the A motor is the B motor. There is the Y motor on the config. So stepper X is, yeah, so A motor is Y. Yeah, Y is A motor. So what I'm doing, I'm basically going to run everything, figure out how much extra wire I can spool up, and then I'm going to unhook everything and like cable wrap it all under here, because I don't like having the wires like free like this under here. And when people ask, should I pair up my wires to interference? Yeah, these are just a mess. I still hate JST, so. Can you print Voron parts in PC carbon fiber? You can print them in anything. It's just how long they'll last. You can print them in PLA. It's just you're not gonna have a good time. The problem with carbon or polycarbonate is a lot of polycarbonates have issues where if they get exposed to oils or grease, they'll break down, and you'll have issues. Go. So, is ABS the best thing to print part? ABS will get you parts that work just fine, and you'll have the least amount of issues for the most part. Like, it isn't this is the best plastic. It is ABS works. We know it works, and you'll have no issues printing your Voron parts in ABS, and it's easier to print than most other stuff. So you might as well go with what we know works and doesn't give you issues. Because other than this one printer here, all my other Vorons are all just eSun ABS Plus for the most part. Except for Switchwire, that's Matter Hackers and some other ABS. But still just ABS. Are they labeled? They are. Yes, they are actually. So this is the Fermio Labs wire loom. I think I might have gotten one longer than I asked for because this, I ordered it $250 and this is how much extra wire I got. I'm not complaining. It's always better to have more than less. But in terms of labeling, they're labeled on the focus. They're labeled on the actual connector. So this is, T0, so that's thermistor 0 for the hot end. Which I'm going to have to redo because this is a... Yeah, so I'm going to have to switch that to a 3-pin connector. Philip, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, if you can't get Voron parts printed, like if you can't print them yourself, PIF is your best option. However, printing Voron parts actually isn't hard. Get yourself some eSun ABS or other ABS that prints, that's a blend. Most blends, like ABS Pluses, print easier than pure ABS. As long as your printer has a heated bed that can reach 105, 110, and you could throw a cardboard box on your printer and it's got an all-metal hot end, you could print ABS. Like, it is... I've done it on my Bonsai down there. The Bonsai is not a great printer by any stretch of any means, and it prints ABS just fine. Consider the BAT 85. No, you don't need a BAT 85 with the Spider because the Spider is it's built into the board. So you don't need to worry about your BAT 85 diode. So extruder. I'm not sure you can see my head, not that it matters. So this thing has like 3 extruders you can run, or 3 hot ends. My Allen key go? Or screwdriver. Oh, there it is. I'm going to run this underneath. Did I get my Pfizer microchip jab? No! I am going tomorrow to go get my 5G installed. So, Family doctor called me up yesterday and like, yo, hey man, you want some of the good stuff? And I'm like, oh, what you got? He's like, oh man, hook you up with that Fysetc. I'm like, oh man, when you got room? And he's like, Wednesday. Sweet. So I'm going tomorrow for my first pokey poke. Fysetc gang. Which I thought, my age group on paper, I'm supposed to be waiting for like the 17th. But I guess like 2 million extra doses showed up. So. My reception is made. I'm hoping I get better reception. I don't get good reception in my basement, so I'm hoping, you know, turning me into a 5G hotspot kind of helps a bit with that. Where's my fans at? Okay, X. So those are those. Okay. There's my X and Y, which I'm going to have to play with because these are for the thing. Oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot. I got to do that. I got to recrimp these. Okay, so PRB. What's PRB? Probe. Okay. Okay, so that's probe. So these are the probe. Okay, so I'll do with the probe. So PT part. PT. I'm assuming that's fan. Nathan, NT30. Thank you. Appreciate that. Pfizer round 2 is out of work for 2 days. There you go. I know a lot of people took like a day off work the day after just because. PT. I'm assuming PT is... PT. What is PT? I got PT. I got fan, so that's hot end fan. That's a hot end fan. X and then probe. So I'm assuming PT is the part fan. Right? That would make sense. PT is part fan. Round 2 is getting hit by a bus. Oof. Okay, so here's the fun part. Here's the fun part. Here's the fun part about the spider, okay? So, you have this bank right here. You can use these for LEDs or fans, okay? All these headers. So you could pick either 12 volts or 24 volts for all these. You also have, in my case here, I have 2 open hot end fans, or hot ends, that I could also use for fans if I wanted to. But these right here, these 3 are your main fans, okay? These 3, these are all controllable fans, by the way. See these jumpers? With those jumpers, you can pick either 5, 12, or 24 volts. So in my case, I'm going to have this fan here is going to be my hot end fan at 24 volts, my part fan at 24 volts, and then my controller board fan will be 12 volts. So voila. Like that. Is the BAT85 diode. The BAT85 diode is for any, is for the probe itself, okay? This probe, let me find one that's, oh, here we go. These probes are rated, was it 10 to 30 volts? but they can't run off that. I don't think they short out. Basically, if you feed them full voltage, you short them. So you need a diode, or no, sorry, how it works is you need the full voltage, right? So you need to feed this 24 volts for it to work properly, right? It'll work at 12, but it works better at 24. The problem is that's going in 24 volts. Well, it's going to come out 24 volts or whatever. People who are EEs know the fraction that will get wasted by the LED in the sensor. But anyways, 24 in, 24 out. If you feed 24 back to your bed or your controller board, you will get sparky sparks. So this BAT85 diode bleeds off the excess, so you get it down to 5 volts, I think. So if you plug this in without a BAT85 diode, or in the case here, a board that is designed specifically to handle this, you will have sparky sparks. You do not want sparky sparks. So you can see here, let me find it here, on, where is it? Yeah, it's right there. So you can see here, you have your end stops right here. Then you have this. Well, go over here. This one end stop right here is, you got your ground, your signal, and then you also have V probe. And you can, I think it's a jumper goes here, if I'm not mistaken. You could send 5 volts or 24 volts. So you put a jumper here, okay? And it will feed 24 volts to your probe, because it's V probe, right? So you have the option. So you can put 5 volts here if you want to run like a Pinda or a Vinda probe that needs 5 volts. Or if you're running, you know, one of these big fat guys, you can put the jumper and run 24 volts to it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm waiting for somebody to yell at me that I am wrong. And if I do what I'm about to do, I'm going to fry my board. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Let me grab a jumper. How many watts? I think they're rated up to like 8 amps for the, check the schematic. It tells you. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, so right here, 28 volt input max, 12 volt 5 amp DC DC, and then for the Raspberry Pi you have 5 volt 8 amp DC DC. Yeah, you got power. Up to 8-way PWM fan, use only 1 extruder, and no, so that's only using 1 extruder and no RGBs obviously. 2 ways RGB optional. Yeah, there's a lot of hookups on this board. Like there's 3 RGB LED strip capabilities. Yeah, there's a lot of hookups on this board. If you want to see like the whole wiring diagram, yeah, there you go. LDO Motors, $10. Thank you. Hey, Jason, how you doing? I got your, I got the good stuff. But yeah, so C+ can only be used as an input because there is a convection circuit that converts a high voltage signal into low voltage. So it's recommended to connect a proximity sensor here. So yeah, so if you're going to connect the PL08, oops, wrong screen. You're going to connect the PL08, it needs to go to this end stop right here. You use the jumpers here to select which voltage you're going to feed it. So I need to put connectors on this. Because right now, oh, and it does support a BL Touch. if for whatever reason you want to use a BL touch. Some people really like their BL touches. Most of the boring guys don't, but some people really do like their BL touches. Okay, so fan 0. Everyone say hi, Jason. If you do buy this wiring loom from Furry Lab, just be aware this wiring loom is made for the SKR. So you are going to have to swap some stuff around most likely to make it work with the Spider. On the wiki page, it says the board will reduce the voltage. I think you're okay on the wiring schematic. Okay. Deanna, please don't spam chat. Fermio wire harness contains a BAT85 diode, at least the current. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check then. Actually, shoot. This might have been an issue. Shoot. Yeah, I gotta flip these. The wire harness, the wires are backwards. And it's not a Fermio problem, it's a, what's positive is different on here. I gotta flip these around. Doesn't hurt to have two BAT85 diodes. Gee, Nero, your mom lets you have two BAT85 diodes? Lucky. See if anyone understands the old internet memes. Okay. So yeah, so it is hot is that. So I got to flip this guy. Because according to this guy, that's wrong. Okay, so just so you guys see, this one is right where it is neutral hot. This is how it comes where it's hot neutral. So if you're not using the Fysetc, like the positive and negative is backwards. So where is my, I don't know where I put it. Oh, there. There we go. Wiring harness says it has it in line. Okay, let me just check here. Oh, there it is. So is there an issue if you have two bad 85 diodes? I don't think it's an issue. Yeah, I don't think it'd be an issue because the, hard to see, but the wiring harness has it already in. Yeah, so it's no issue if I have two. So I am going to have to pop these out though. My little notepad. So just so you're aware, if you are using a harness that has two, you're fine. But if you're making your own and using the Spider, you don't need to worry about a bad 85 diode. Because it comes with one. That would be blue, would be the middle. And then black is black. And then red is brown. Just to compare. Brown is plus voltage, which is correct. Blue is middle, which is signal. Or no, it's not signal. No, it's ground. And then black is signal. Yeah. Okay. Go. There's that. Now my end stop or thermistor is a 3-thing thermistor, so I got to that. Ooh, tacos. I could kind of go for tacos right now. Okay, so all that's left is the XY end stops, which I gotta actually connect back up. Because right now, my Hall effect board is here and not in the printer. So let's flip this guy up. Make a mess of some wires and get that hooked up. You have a taco bed. Hey, tall boy's running by a taco raven. Time check. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. 3 o'clock. Okay. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Fun hanging out, but I gotta go to work. Because work is work. I gotta do that occasionally. So, good there. That's good. Okay. So, hope you guys enjoyed the little time killer daytime stream there. Saturday, I'll finish wiring this up off stream. At this point, I'm going to finish wiring up off stream. I've subjected you guys enough to wiring. I'm sure you guys have had plenty of that. So I'm going to finish wiring it up off stream, do a quick power check to make sure we don't have any sparks. I'll turn the camera on just in case so you guys can see if we do. And then Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern, as always, I have the Anycubic Photon Mono 2K. We will get that doing some resin stuff, and then while it's printing, because building these doesn't take long. Apparently it's like 15 minutes to get them going. So we'll get it going, and then while it's doing its thing, we'll get this clipper configured on this guy, and maybe even get a test print going. So, more wiring stream. We've had enough wiring streams. Hall effect needs 5. You need to solder a jumper underneath the board. It'll run fine at 3.3. The Duet feeds at 3.3, and it ran fine for years like that. So yep, so everyone who enjoyed the stream, little quickie on a Tuesday afternoon. Anyone who donated, thank you for donating. Again, as always, you guys help support the content I create, the things I do. It's all possible because of you. There's no sponsor for this stream, but you guys are the sponsor because you're awesome. Hope you learned something. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and take care. Bye. Oh yeah, and like the smash button or something like that. I don't know. Ring, hit that bell when the Nero 3DP Nero.